The next question is a very interesting question from blood relations. It's a data sufficiency question related to blood relations. Now what is the question? How is M related to N? Now I have told you in the blood relations class itself that how is M related to N means how M will be called by N. That is how we have to paraphrase. And what is the data? The variables in the question are M and N. So let us find out what is the data that is available in statement 1. The data is P, who has got only 2 kids, M and N. So already M and N are covered. Is the mother-in-law of Q, who is the sister-in-law of N. So M and N are covered in statement 1. Therefore, it is possible to arrive at an answer to the question using the data. That is what we have to verify. Now let us recapitulate our blood relation and draw the diagram for statement 1. P, who has got only 2 kids, M and N. Here is P, has got 2 kids, M and N, has got only 2 kids. You have to very carefully read. Only 2 kids. So we don't know whether they are brothers or whether they are sisters. All we know is they are kids of P. Is the mother-in-law of Q, who is the sister-in-law of N. Is the mother-in-law of Q and Q is the sister-in-law of N. Now P has got only 2 kids, M and N. When we started, we don't know what is the gender of M and N. All we know is there are only 2 kids. Now the second part of the statement data contained in the second part of statement 1 says Q is the P is the mother-in-law of Q, who is the sister-in-law of N. Since there are only 2 brothers, Q and M should be husband and wife. Q should be the wife because she is the sister-in-law, and M should be the husband. If M is the husband, we know the gender of M. M is a man. Now what is the question? How M is related to N? M and N are siblings and M is a man. We need not know the gender of N. All that we have to know is what is the gender of M. So M will be called as brother, irrespective of whether N is a man or a woman. Therefore, very clearly, with the data that is available in statement 1 alone, we will be able to answer the question. Please remember, we cannot stop with it. We have to test the data in statement 2 also. What does statement 2 says? R is the sister-in-law of M, who is the daughter-in-law of S, who has got only 2 kids, M and N. So S is here. S has got 2 kids, M and N. Only 2 kids as in the previous case. R is the sister-in-law of M. Who is also the daughter-in-law of S. So here also we can come to the conclusion N and R, they must be husband and wife. R is the wife because she is the sister-in-law, and N must be a man and he is the husband. N is the husband. Now with this data, which is more or less similar to statement 1, whether we will be able to answer the question. What does the question ask? How is M related to N? Which should be paraphrased as how M will be called by N. Here we do not know what is the gender of M. M may be man or woman. So in the absence of knowledge about gender, N cannot call M as either a brother or sister. Even though the data is more or less the same, with the data that is available, it is not possible to say, it is not possible to arrive at the conclusion for the answer we will not be able to arrive at the answer for the question how m is related to n. Therefore, data in statement 2 alone is not sufficient to answer the question, and data in statement 1 alone is sufficient. Therefore, the answer to this question is data in statement 1 alone is sufficient, which is correlated to option 1. Let us check the answer. Yes, answer 1. Data in statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question.